Korruption er ofte udbredt i udviklingslande. Korruption påvirker den demokratiske og økonomiske udvikling i et land negativt. Priserne stiger, og der er mindre investeringer og vækst, når markedskræfterne sættes ud af spil.
We are poor not because we don't have the resources. We have both the human and material resources, but corruption is virtually stealing everything.
Uligheden mellem rig og fattig øges, og borgerrettigheder kommer under pres.
Corruption, whenever touches each of the component of our living life, you feel it.
Men når konsekvenserne af korruption er så store for et samfund, hvorfor fortsætter korruptionsspiralen så med at vokse? Korruption er både kulturelt og strukturelt betinget. Korruption er muligt, når ingen sætter spørgsmålstegn ved systemet.
As a child, you are taught to obey. You can't ask some questions. You only listen and take instructions. An adult is always right, or somebody above you is always right, or even if somebody knows what is going on, you know, he or she will still keep quiet. I'm like, oh, this doesn't concern me, because, you know, that attitude is one of the reasons why we really have a problem in this country.
Som mange afrikanske lande og tidligere kolonier er Ghana et ungt demokrati.
Man har en meget stærk loyalitet over for sin egen familie og sin udvidede storfamilie. Og den kan være stærkere end den loyalitet, man føler over for en stat. Man oplever ikke nødvendigvis, at staten er vores allesammens, og det er vigtigt, at vi alle sammen bidrager til, at den kan levere de serviceydelser. Hvis den underforståede kontrakt mellem stat og borgere ikke er der, så agerer folk anderledes i forhold til offentlige midler.
Particularly in the emerging democracies, corruption siphons money that is otherwise meant for public goods into private pockets, and the nation suffers the consequences.
Det er især muligt at tilrane sig magt og midler i et samfund, hvis der mangler regler og strukturer til at hindre korruption. Transparency eller gennemsigtighed er nødvendigt for at kunne kontrollere pengestrømmen i et samfund.
Yeah, there's no transparency in our systems. Almost all the contracts have confidentiality clauses, and these are not contracts that are of security nature. They won't compromise national security in a way, but they have confidentiality clauses.
Journalister i Ghana har svært ved at levere dybdegående og kritisk journalistik til befolkningen.
We also don't have the Freedom of Information Act in this country, so it becomes very difficult for even journalists to get information from state officials. The system is so opaque, no openness, so it becomes very difficult when money changes hands.
Mangel på integritet og moral hos offentlige ansatte og samfundets top fører til bestikkelse og snyd.
So it compromises free and fair elections. It compromises credibility of elections. And once elections are compromised, it impacts on governance. You gain power through corruption. It means definitely you are going to allow corruption to manifest in your administration.
Ghana har en lang række love, der skal forhindre korruption. Men det er sjældent, at folk bliver draget til ansvar.
Rigsrevisionen, den ghanesiske rigsrevision, laver en rapport hvert år, hvor de ret minutiøst gennemgår deres konklusioner for alle offentlige institutioner, og de nævner hver eneste gang ting, som er tydelige korruption. Jeg kender ikke til, at der har været nogen form for retsforfølgelse af et eneste af de tilfælde, som deres egen rigsrevision, der laver et udmærket stykke arbejde, har dokumenteret.
Når der ikke er nogen konsekvens af lovovertrædelserne, fortsætter korruptionsspiralen.
People do it, they go in, come out and still benefit from their corrupt acts. But if it's deterrent enough, if the sanctions are severe, I feel that it will stop. People will think twice.
The practice is people are afraid to blow the whistle because they fear they may be victimized. Also, we have a culture where people are not punished for corruption.
Kampen for at udvikle et moderne demokrati og bekæmpe korruption fortsætter. Myndighederne har indført en lang række love imod korruption.
We crafted the internal audit law. We also did the financial administration law. Then we did a whistleblowers law. We did a public procurement law because, as I've indicated, so much of our resources are allocated for the procurement of goods and services.
Rigsrevisionen er blevet styrket, så kontrollen og effektiviteten i staten optimeres.
About 22 key government agencies are represented in what they call the High-Level Implementation Committee for the National Anti-Corruption Action Plan. Yes. In terms of strengthening the public financial management system, it's also ultimately aimed at anti-corruption activities. And in fact, we are tagged as one of the anti-corruption agencies. And in the National Anti-Corruption Action Plan, which has been put together for the country, we are a key partner in that enterprise. So is GII and other civil society organizations.
Græsrødder og medier støtter myndighedernes arbejde gennem oplysning og som kritiske observatører.
For instance, we have a project currently being sponsored by USAID, where we hope to let citizens understand how corruption affects them individually, and that we believe will motivate citizens to desire leading the process of demanding accountability at the local level, which could also translate to the national level.
I korruptionssager er det ofte kun toppen af isbjerget, der er synligt.
And this was a program that was set up in 2006 to tackle the youth unemployment in the country. So people were finding ways of stealing money into their private accounts. So I decided to start with the investigation. It was only about, the amount involved was about $11,000. But at the end of the day, when I finished the story, the whole money involved in that scandal was $500 million US. The government came in and set up a committee that did an investigation, further probe into it, and it virtually confirmed what we had done.
Kampen mod korruption får økonomisk støtte og rådgivning fra det internationale samfund. Blandt andet fra FN, Verdensbanken, Transparency International og Danmark.
We've published quite a number of manuals with the assistance of the World Bank, the Commonwealth. Danida helped us with software and some of the training as well. So we get a lot of help from others and also from the government.
Danida har en lang række udviklingsprojekter i Ghana. Hvordan forhindrer man, at udviklingsstøtten går til korruption?
Vi bruger en rigtig stor del af vores arbejdstid på at følge de konkrete projekter. Vi får årlige revisionsrapporter for alt, hvad vi laver. Vi sætter også med jævnlige mellemrum en anden type revision i gang, det vi kalder value for money, hvor vi kigger på, om der er givet de ydelser for pengene, som var aftalt.
Bekæmpelse af korruption er et særligt indsatsområde.
Jamen, vi synes, at når vi taler god regeringsførelse i det hele taget, så er det et meget vigtigt element i det, at vi bliver ved at presse på for, at opfattelsen af korruption også ændres. At det ikke er bare sådan noget, man gør, og som er legitimt, men at det er noget, der er skamfuldt og som skal bekæmpes, og at man tager penge fra nogen, typisk fra dem, der har allermindst, og giver til nogen, der har meget.
You know, this shouldn't be a battle for any single group, any particular group. We all need to stand against corruption to make sure that the redistribution of all what we are having as a national asset should be well distributed and benefit all the people.